Flea was one of the fastest growing creators on YouTube. His videos were pulling in millions of views and tens of thousands of dollars, but then, nothing. He hasn't posted on his main channel for over a year now. So what the hell happened, and is he ever going to upload again? My first call to action was to scroll through the internet and look for an answer, but again, nothing. Nobody seems to know what happened to him. However, I was able to find the Discord username for someone who has direct contact with Flea, but we'll touch on that later. To fully understand what happened, we need to go all the way back to 2018. Damn, that's 6 years ago now. Flea started his channel a few seasons into the first chapter of Fortnite, but didn't make his first video until a few months later. This was because he started as a streamer and not a content creator. Also notice how in these clips, Flea is in fairly good shape. This becomes important later on, as we discover why he stopped uploading. Flea hit his first success a few months into his content creation career, with some Fortnite tutorials, but it wasn't until a couple of years later he would become one of the fastest growing content creators on the platform. It was October 2020, and FaZe Clan had just announced their Phase 5 competition. With Flea now being an established creator with over 100 videos and a few 100,000 subscribers, he decided to go for the challenge. Due to his unique montages and content creation skills, Flea easily made it into the top 20. Due to this, his channel began to grow at a rapid pace. He was uploading upwards of 4 times per week, and every video was hitting at least 1 million views. This made him one of the most popular gaming creators in the world. But did he end up making it into FaZe? Of course he did. From this clip, it seems like this was one of the happiest moments of his life, but this was actually the start of the end for Flea's content creation career. Remember how before I mentioned that Flea was a fairly athletically fit person? Well, all this content grinding had took its toll. He'd spoken out on multiple social media platforms about how his lifestyle and connections to his friends and family had declined during the Phase 5 challenge. He was working 14-hour days to achieve his success in the challenge, and he knew full well that that wasn't sustainable. This was one of the many theories that people had surrounding his disappearance initially. He simply just fell out of love with content creation and began a different path in life. Flea began to slowly reduce his upload schedule. Uploading a few times a week became only once a week, and then eventually there was 2 to 3 month gaps between the uploads. This was simply because he was spending time working on himself and with his friends and family. His content at this point was still Fortnite related. I mean, it was slightly questionable, but he was still averaging a few 100,000 views per video. But all of a sudden, he just stopped uploading. This is when the real speculation started. Many people went back to the earlier conclusion that he'd stopped making content because he'd fallen out of love with the game, and due to Fortnite's decline, he'd simply decided to pursue another career. However, around 3 months later, Flea posted a tweet. In this tweet, he explained how he had outgrown his old content style and wanted to try something new for 2023. Yeah, that's right, this was posted over a year ago now. So, where do we find ourselves today? Flea posted a few more vlog style pieces of content on Twitter and Instagram, but never on YouTube. But this still begs the question, what actually happened to Flea? I joined Flea's Discord server, which is called Flea Hub, and asked, does anybody know what happened to Flea? I was surprised at how active his server was at first, yet nobody responded to my question. I mentioned earlier that I was able to find the Discord of someone who has direct contact with Flea. This is my last hope at finding out the truth. So I asked, is he ever going to upload again? And he sent me this screenshot. So that answers it. Oh wait, what? This screenshot was from 2023 too? So with no information on his whereabouts after March of 2023, we can only assume that Flea won't be back anytime soon. Personally, I believe that Flea fell into the perfectionist trap that many creators fall into. Videos start to take hundreds of hours to make, and creative burnout hits. But after all this, I guess we will never truly know what actually happened to FaZe Flea.